back to the Hawaii Esports League Spring 2024 Championship Finals. Here for the high score portion, we just got done, of course, with Apex Legends. Now we're on to our final title, Valorant. I'm Professor Layton, and joining me, of course, is Royster, my friend Garrett.
How's it going, everyone? Happy to be here. This first time casting today and this weekend. But other than that, Valorant. We have a bit of a cool match coming up in-house.
Yeah, in-house. We had that yesterday a lot, especially with League of Legends, other titles, and now it's Leilehua Green versus Leilehua Gold.
Yes.
And from what I've been informed, Garrett, we're going to one of the most infamous maps in all of Valorant. You know what map that is already.
Oh, what is it?
Ascent.
Oh, yes, we love Ascent out here. We are Ascent lovers out here. Ascent is a very balanced map, as said many times.
Oh, yeah.
I think it could favor both the defense and the attackers, but it's just how
it comes to experience.
Yeah, it's just how you play it.
Yeah, some people are more familiar with. Everyone is familiar with Ascent, and now I think the big thing is, of course, mid control. Yeah. We've seen, of course, these Jets, these Reynas, these Razors with the operator down mid. And of course, we're already in to this. We see Leilehua Green, and of course, as you said, see, it is a 4v5. Leilehua Green, of course, no subs available, so they will be playing as a 4-man unit against Leilehua Gold, which has all 5 of them.
Okay, now this brings up a very interesting conversation. Since usually teams, there are 4 roles. Now, I think it's a perfect fit now that each player of the team of Leilehua Green will be designated to one of these roles, unless, you run like 4 duelists or something like that. Something fun, but you never know here.
I mean, I've seen 5 duelists before on a map. It's a little chaotic for that one, but it works. So some duelists have, some of them have smoke, some of them don't, etc.
Yeah.
But we do see the Reyna, Cypher, Gecko, and Valorant's newest agent, Clove, for Leilehua Green. And, of course, opposite side, locked in already, of course, will be the Jet. Hovered, of course, is Sova. I love Sova, especially the lineups. I'm a lineup Larry, if you will.
Yep. Yes, I will. Yeah, Sova's definitely a very good pick on Ascent. And it's just got locked in for the side of Leilehua Gold. But, yeah, Ascent. I see 2 very different team comps coming into this match. Of course, one team is at the disadvantage, but hey, anything is possible here. I do not want to count them out just yet,
Yeah.
I've seen, there have been teams that have one carry player and they can 1v5 the whole team.
I mean, we saw that yesterday.
Yeah, we saw that yesterday.
With Ilamuku from Kamehameha Middle School, Kamehameha Intermediate School. And this player, for those who don't know, if you weren't watching yesterday, in the span of 5 rounds, he got four aces by himself.
It was quite interesting.
And he said no to his teammates. He stole every single ace after that.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
He's like, oh, you want an ace? No, only I can have all the aces.
He had like a 45 bomb.
I think it was 47.
47.
Approaching 50 almost.
Yeah,
Just another day. Just another day in Valorant.
Yeah, I spoke to the coach after. He said, I've never seen him pop off on Jet before.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh, quite interesting.
Interesting, yeah. Gold 3, by the way. Anyway.
Gold 3.
You see Leilehua Green on the defense, loading in slowly. Ascent. Oh, the El Clasico of this game.
I'm sure these teams have played against each other many times.
I bet.
But here, this is when it really counts. One of these teams will advance to the finals, which will be a best-of-3 match.
Yeah, best-of-3 indeed. We'll see what happens on the defense. Kagire does get spotted. I believe there was a blind. It has to be careful. Cypher, though, will get popped by Mocha, a familiar name from last year's finals, I believe. And now the Honored one will fight with Honor. Gets one on the reload. Oh, the blind is there. Has to be careful. Honored one gets one more. Will fall. And last man stand.
Okay, down to a 1v1 situation.
Oh, Garrett,
where could they be?
Oh, peekaboo. Aim lab.
Oh my goodness.
Mocha with
will not stop moving at all, Mocha.
Yeah, especially with the gold. You gotta take your time a bit. You can't keep on spraying like that, man. Okay, I saw that hover a bit. Oh, Lord, I don't know if that's a good buy early on. But Leilehua Gold, though, the one-man advantage definitely worked out for them.
Yeah, I mean, it was down to the wire. Still a 1v1 situation. They're able to defend quite well. The Honored one able to just hold boat, just hold that site, getting 2 kills off of that. And it looks like we will be pausing for a little bit.
Yeah, it's a tech issue, trying to figure out some problems with the PCs. It happens sometimes. It is a LAN. LANs always have such an issue. Either PCs, headset issues, audio issues. Sometimes, your mouse moves on yourself. Hey, I didn't move there. I didn't get killed. That wasn't me. It wasn't peripherals. But anyway, definitely very, very chaotic round one, though, from both squads. You mentioned it. There's at least one per row on the side of Leilehua Green there.
Yes. I think that if you can play to just your role, each role is definitely very, very important when it comes to a game like Valorant. But really, if Leilehua Green can just execute what they need to do, in this case it's defense. I think defense is going to be a little bit harder side for them, since you do have to split the map into not only two places of the two sites A and B, but you also have to watch mid, because Leilehua Gold can, really go anywhere, and you just have to really
check your corner, check the flanks.
You just have to really anticipate where they're going to go. And it looks like
we're back to us.
We're back to us.
Oh, hey,
never mind.
We're back. Here it is. On the attack. You see the Bulldog wanting to bark in place, though. Grenade goes out. Check the corners, get one. The Latte will fall. That means Latte indeed. AGX. That's a lot of L's. You get the L there as well. Another one fall. It's a 1v5.
It is a 1v5. Hey, but anything's possible.
Yep.
Classic and a dream.
He has the crew bundle, as you see it.
Crew.
And crew has done miracles themselves. Can this Kagire, can this Cypher, embody the crew lifestyle and get this W? Mocha. Yeah, he's locked in.
He's locked in.
Mocha's
he's
locked in
right now. Bulldog in a dream. Does get hit a little bit. That was quite scary, but Mocha able to finish off that last kill. And that means 2-0 for the side of Leilehua Gold.
The gold ones shining bright like their namesake gold indeed. Top leaderboard, of course, is Mocha 4-0-0, and now it is the time when you see the guns come into play for Leilehua Green. Opposite side is still sort of a bonus for Leilehua Gold. So they still have their same guns from the previous round because of, them being able to buy out with their economy. Now, let's see how that plays out. Like you mentioned, can be some mid control coming in from Gold, as they want to see what they can do here. Solo with the utility, can spot out where everyone is. And oh boy, let's see what AD and Co will do here. Yeah, slow and steady wins the race.
Slow and steady wins the race. And not too much action going on, but Mocha has finally made their way onto site. And this is going to be the full execute once again for Leilehua Gold onto the A site, as Leilehua Green now has to scramble and make their way to try to defuse this bomb. How is this retake going to take place?
Yeah, Leilehua Gold, a little bit of too much of an early retake, if you will. Sorry, they were rotated super early on. As dope. Not really a dope placement there for your crosshairs. Mocha gets one. Mocha looking for another. Kagire gets two on the back end, though. Very low already. Blasting away will be Hollowed. Hollowed will fall along with them. Last man standing is Flute.
1v1.
Oh! The 1v1 getting that 1-for-1 on Hollowed, and AD barely surviving their clutch.
Yeah, that's a player. Clutch. They were able to bring that back really, really well. But however, still on the side of Leilehua Gold, that was a bonus. Yeah. That was a bonus for them. So all the money in the world now belongs to them, as Leilehua Green is now going to have to kind of scramble to see what they can buy. Is the call going to be to save? Is the call going to be to buy out here? We'll just really have to wait and see. But right now in the driver's seat is just Leilehua Gold with the full 5.
Right here. Yep. I mean, they're very rich right now, like you mentioned. And of course, I do want to point out one gun who we saw on the side of Leilehua Green. Clutch Key's favorite gun. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. And he did mess with the Sage Wall.
Cat tried to do another Sage Wall inside of B main.
I think someone might have been standing there, so it sort of broke it, which is unfortunate. That's what the common Sage Wall, unfortunately, tried to enter through B main. Instead, of course, it's on one and Kagire. Kagire will fall in the smoke. Spots one. I don't think they spotted him. The plant is going in.
Spike planted.
What here? Able to get Flute in Boathouse now in the hands of Vanta, but they don't realize. They didn't know all of them were on stairs.
Yeah, got two there. So, costing them a little bit for Leilehua Gold, though, but still up is going to be this 5-man squad of Leilehua Gold.
Yeah, right now, but as you see, the economy kind of more even in terms of it. Kagide did buy, was it a Spectre last round?
Spectre last
So
round,
unfortunately didn't save with the team, but you know, all you need is one kill.
One is all it takes.
Yeah, and then you get a nice little gun. A gun that you just stole off someone's body. But here we go. The execute looking for Leilehua Gold. Looks commenced, but the zoning of a raise grenade. This looks like to be the execute onto the A site. Honored one.
Honored one with the Vandal. With the economy in place. Kagide on site with them, but a rotate coming out from this green squad. 4v4. Look, Soba did get the bomb, where is able to walk away with it. The spike is there, and looks like it's a waiting game now. So wait to see what the other team will do if they rotate out or stay in place.
This is what Leilehua Green wants. They even the fight. You know, it's now a 4v4.
Yeah. And now they do know that at least one member is still there. Shoots out the darts. The revive coming in from this Sage. Honor one gets one. Honor one with the revive, though. Going back to life. Latte. Oh, but they're spraying the praying and get another. And now to be a 2 versus 1. The Empress, the Latte in charge. Reloading. Watch the reload. And they heard the reload and double swung together.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that reload in a very, very risky place in a risky situation. Out in the open. I was kind of freaking out about that.
Hey, I give them props.
Yeah. So as we move on to round number 6 of these two Leilehua teams, Leilehua Gold now leads 5-0 as they look to make it 6-0, securing at least a tie by the half.
Yeah. And I'll see what happens here, though. Looking at the mid. And no. AD. A little unfortunate, though. And now let's see what happens here. The grenade, Kagide gets popped a little bit. But through the cage, Hollowed will find Kagide.
Once again, another retake. This is going to be 2v5, still in the favor of Leilehua Gold. Everyone's still up on Hollowed, pushing the smoke.
Technical ace there.
Getting a 4K. Yeah, technical ace.
Technically an ace because they killed the whole squad by themselves. Technically an ace.
You do have a point there.
But 10-4 for Hollowed, though. You know, fragging out this game. I love this candy cane knife there.
Yeah, candy cane. You break it enough, you can break it, make it into a sharp little thing, whatever that's called. But,
Jesus. Little dark there.
But that does happen.
Yeah. And now 6-0 the half, though. Already at the halfway point of the first half. So a quarter of the way there of the game, technically speaking. As now 6-0. No rounds taken by Leilehua, but they come very, very close as the rounds go on.
Now what is running through the minds of Leilehua Gold? As it looks like to be a little bit more of a slower game, but Hollowed able to get the pick onto Latte.
Oh, no.
And Mocha getting the pick onto AD. However, Jokat once again. Oh, they got a double kill.
Yeah.
The amount of confidence going into this match must be playing a huge factor for the side of Leilehua Gold, knowing that they have the one-person advantage.
And you know what? No matter what, Leilehua wins. And
Leilehua.
And technically, Leilehua also loses. So, you know, they have 50% win rate in this game, no matter what.
But still, without a doubt, anything can happen. It's only 7-0.
Only 7-0. It is a possibility. It's still first. Like you mentioned, Ascent is a game where it's a map where it's comfortability.
Yes.
It's where you're able to, you know how to play this map. It doesn't matter if you're on attack or defense. It is a map everyone is familiar with on how this playstyle goes. And that is a raise gonna go in. Hits the box, a little bit not in hell just yet. Mocha with the knives, the blade sword targeting through the smoke. Will get one top of Embassy. But we'll spot out another one because it is traps. Hollowed,
though. Will they expect it? And they do not. Latte does go down to the hands of Hollowed as AD and Kagide are the last 2 members remaining from the side of Green.
Oh, I think he was correct, but it got knocked away, instantly hollowed to that little puka. Will spot out Kagide, the last man standing. He has no HP, he sees it up, and he will fall. There's Mocha with another kill.
Yeah. All these, that execute right there, fast and quick. Hollow tried to open up in with the Raze ult, trying to get a pick. Unfortunately, went for dice. No one was there, but the kills just kept flowing.
Kept flowing, indeed. Now see what happens. See the ultimate. You see Sova and Omen ultimate available. Opposite side though, Kagide, once they do get a frag or an assist, they're able to spot out where the rest of gold are located. They could be the ones starting to complete the hunting. But Mocha though, you see this duel on top of A side.
Another quick execute. Oh my goodness, hollowed.
A little unfortunate though, Honor 1 will fall though. Mocha with just a little cheeky peek if possible, waiting for them to come into play. Through hell will be the spray coming in from that player, AD. All 3 members here looking for the prey.
What can they do? Out here, Mocha still has that angle. How are you going to retake this site? 3v5, favor of Leilehua Gold.
Smoke, watch smoke. Once it disperses, it's a bit of a peculiar situation for the squad.
Camera. Oh, right through the smoke. Mocha. Now Embassy getting another kill. Last person that remains is Latte, and will be taken down by Flutes. They want everyone to get a kill.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, you know, if you're in band, you know, flutes are deadly. So you gotta watch out for them. They're the ones you have to watch out for the most.
Yeah.
As now, looking at the kill count though, 14-4-0, 13-1-3 for Mocha on just the duelists of Leilehua Go, someone to watch out for. Double digits in this game alone for their squad.
Yeah, if we look for the buys now, it's still fluctuating a little bit. As it looks like, unfortunately, Leilehua Green can't get onto the same economy.
Yeah, it's always where Kagide has a gun, but the rest of them don't. The rest of them have a gun, Kagide doesn't. So it's a game of pick and choose now. Boombot goes in, Raze jumps in. Oh, Hollowed in trouble. Hollow will get a kill on top of Honor 1. Latte gets one on Embassy, but gets traded on instantly. There's the Sage Boy, love to see. Dope cat images. Yeah, just catting around on that one. Last man. AD. Let's see what AD can do here.
Kagide.
Oh, sorry, Kagide. My bad.
Kagide, the one unfortunately without a gun.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's right in front of him.
Hey, and
that's Embassy's gun.
That is the Sentinels. Let's see if it's like
Sentinels tag.
I did not see that. That was a pixel perfect shot right there. Look for another.
But Mocha with the trade.
I mean, I believe we'll be saying Mocha's name a lot throughout this map. And if I'm looking on the track record, if Leilehua Gold does win as well, I think we'll see Mocha's name a lot in the grand finals.
It's both Mocha and Hollow and how they're playing right now. They're playing.
I mean, it's the duelist.
Yeah,
they're the entry.
They're playing super greedy, but also the fact that in last round they had a B push, and the previous round before that they had an A push. So they're starting to mostly switch it up. They're making Leilehua Green yes to where they're going to be hitting, and we're going to see if they're going to switch up the pace as well.
I feel like at one point Mocha and Latte were a duo, and now they're on different teams. So you know, it's sort of that the synergy's gone now.
Yeah.
They separated. It's a balanced game of duos. There's always duos everywhere.
Yep.
And now this game, let's see how Mocha with the Sentinels Vandal will do. Spots out the smoke. Footsteps galore.
Kagide.
Jesus.
Kagide able to get a pick onto Mocha, and Latte gets a pick onto Blue. Hollowed. Follows at the 2K. Latte and the Honor 1 go down, but Kagide.
One enemy remaining.
Hey, look at the health bars.
Okay.
Okay, I'm about to look at the health bars, but Embassy proved me wrong there.
Embassy and Hollow, the last to remain. AD, the last to remain for Leilehua Green.
One enemy remaining.
And AD,
Spectre. He doesn't know where the Raze
movement?
is. Okay, he spots out Raze now. Phantom versus Vandal. Here's the little wingman. Here's the little buddy.
Wingman. There's now a Phantom. Oh my goodness. Taking quite the damage.
Trying to throw the puddle. Throwing it for default. That's not worth being planted though. That's a very fun time.
That's the zoning tactic.
Yeah, zoning
Will they fire?
Well, if it hits the wall, it's a chance he will fall there. And
Oh.
Yep. Okay, yeah, 3K for
Ooh.
Hollowed. Like I mentioned, the blast radius is a lot larger than you think it will be for Ray's ultimate. And you have to be
Yeah.
careful. And now the last round before the half, a perfect 11-0 for this Leilehua Gold squad. Not dropping a single round so far in this half.
Yes, indeed. The 5v4 playing to their advantage, proving very well. Looks like Leilehua Gold with full confidence in this match so far. But hey, anything is possible.
Anything is possible, indeed, like you mentioned. We'll see what happens. Attacking half, though, definitely favored in for Leilehua Gold at the moment with the double duelist. Here comes the arrow, trying to spot out, find any vision. Kagite
Oh my God,
through the
Kagite
windows,
through the
to the walls. He
wall.
will find Hollowed. As I do believe you hear the stage wall, trying to go for the same tactics as always. Trying to spot out one, but Kagite with getting it one more. Now it's going to be a 3 versus 4. Empress being popped by Latte. Look at the health bars for both Gecko and Cypher getting very low. Latte on the hunt. Latte wanted to find one.
What about the honored one?
Oh, the honored one. And like you mentioned, the control around mid is so important on a sense. If you want to spot out an honored one, we can mention mid control. We got to mid control indeed. AD versus 1. Mocha on Latte. Mocha is better apparently on that regard. Flute has control. Spike.
The spike is still in the hands of Flute.
Yeah.
As now, what is Leilehua Gold gonna execute here?
The fully held
Oh,
cloak is
oh my
there,
goodness!
but
Spike
through the
down
box,
A.
honored one will get him. But look at the health though. Oh, Mocha will fall there, but the ultimate will be revived up. Clove falls yet again. 3K technical, not an ace, but technically would count as one if you think about it, because it's 3K. Look at the health bars. Here's one player combined.
One player combined indeed. Mocha.
The reload.
Oh! And there you go as we end the half. We have now...
No perfect game.
We have, not a perfect game, but the first round for Leilehua Green.
Leilehua Green finally gaining their one win, and now they're swapping sides. Leilehua Green on the attack, Gold on the defense. And while we're at this halfway point, we do want to give another big shout, of course, to our longtime partner, Hawaiian Telcom. If you're looking for the best lag-free gaming experience, we definitely recommend going over to their booth and asking about their bundle deal Wi-Fi optics internet. With sub 60 ping to West Coast coverage.
Wow.
Let's get a game like Valorant. You want to have that. Hawaiian Telcom is your edge to guarantee you're racking up those wins in any online game.
Wow. Thank you, Hawaiian Telcom.
Yep, Hawaiian.
So much for always partnering with this event.
Oh,
As we head 10 seconds out into the second half of this match, Leilehua Green coming off their first round win. Can the momentum follow as we get this round started? Now, as I said before, the attack phase, if you're kind of at a disadvantage in numbers, could be a little bit more beneficial. But Kagite able to get a nice clean headshot as Embassy gets the trade for their teammate Mocha. This is going to be a 3v4 in favor of Leilehua Gold, and the direction of this game has completely changed back to where it possibly started.
God, call it a graveyard, because there's so many ghosts right now on this map, currently on this round. It's on the hand so far of every member is a ghost. He'll be available. But instead of a ghost, it's a sheriff, and Honor will now become a ghost there. Oh, the sheriff. Hollow with one more. The headshot so clean through the walls. Wants one more. Misses Latte again. Grabs the ghost for better spray. But now it is match point to guarantee themselves a championship berth.
Yep, this is what you have to do now, Leilehua Green. Buy out as much as you can. You have to buy out. This is your last opportunity to fight for your life here in this Vanta Championships.
Yep, the Hawaii Esports League Spring 24 Championship Finals. Leilehua High School looking to guarantee at least one team in the finals, no matter what. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Mocha with the Guardian. And he the Guardian.
Oh my goodness.
And Latte. The name duo will fall. One more instead will be Mocha. Together they will go. That's an Ares.
Yep, Ares spam through the wall into B main. Silpcat does get a Guardian kill onto the Honored one as we turn into a 3v2. Bulldog coming from Cat Cubby.
Dope Cap, looking to finish off. Dope Cap with the headshot, 3K, and that will be Leilehua Gold. Moving on to the grand finals. There he is. Leilehua High School Gold. As we mentioned, this is one of the players that did get the scholarship to HPU.
Yeah. So really proving a point by being able to win this game.
Hey, we take those.
Hey.
Yeah, it's showing their worth. I'm not sure who their opponent will be in the grand finals, but definitely with that small break they had now, the other finalists, they got to watch how Leilehua Gold plays. Sure, it was a 4v5, but you got to see what their sort of strategies will be, and you sort of have, I guess, the edge going in. Even though your hands aren't as warm, you know what the strategy is for this squad.
They did. They were able to play their semifinal match on our side stream here, so they are a bit warmed up. But yes, as he said before, just gaining the strategy of watching your opponent is just completely beneficial. So we'll see how they can work with that to their advantage.
Yeah, work with that advantage indeed. And while we prepare for the grand finals, the final broadcasted match of, Hawaii Esports League, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back, so don't go anywhere. That's the Hawaii Esports League Grand Championship Spring 2024.
All right, and welcome back here as we enter into our last game of the stream, Valorant Finals. Coming up here. Now, you guys got to see, I kind of got to see, you guys all got to see the Leilehua duel between both teams playing in the semifinals. And now we head into the finals where they're no longer facing their sister team. They're up against Campbell High School.
Yeah, Campbell High School. Familiar faces from last semester as well. And Leilehua, we talked a little about them. It wasn't the perfect game, but a lot of familiar faces. Mocha, definitely one of the more popping off moments, especially got so many 3Ks that one game alone, along with their fellow duelists.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to watch some of these kids. I mean, we've watched them. Most of them. Not all of them. We've watched most of them now a few times over. And so a few familiar faces, a few new ones walking into this tournament. And now we're going to get to see them face off here again in the finals. I believe this is possibly a run back of last year's finals. So getting into the maps here as I'd like to poke our producer to take down the overlay there.
And I think the name should be swapped as well. I believe Leilehua is defense first, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so by the names that are on the screen, I believe that Leilehua is starting on the defense as we get into this map. But if you want to go down the order of how we got to Lotus being our first map, they chose Lotus, Ascent, and Sunset being the decider. Lotus being chosen by Campbell High School and Ascent being chosen by Leilehua. So very interesting set of maps here. Yeah. You kind of got around the maybe split bind Ascent choices, but also at the same time we're running Lotus first, which we've seen time and time again before, but it's not the first time we're going to be seeing this map. This map definitely the only 3-site map, and that makes it all that much more interesting strategically.
I'm just happy they banned Icebox. I do not like seeing that map, honestly. We saw Breeze a lot yesterday, though. We saw Breeze a lot, and it was one of the maps that, especially with the mid-control, it's such a priority. And now with the Lotus, it's one of the big things about Lotus, of course, is the retake potential for these squads. And I want to see, we saw briefly what some of the agents were. It was very fast, though, and I want to see how both squads played it, because a 4v5 is definitely not a thing you see normally for the Leilehua squad, so we're not sure that the actual skill level will be of these teams so far. And now with a decently pretty good matchup with Campbell and Leilehua, I want to see how these two teams score off against each other.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting walking into this match to see where they sit with these compositions. But again, we are going to be on that slight delay, I believe, as we are preparing to go in. But as we load on into the map here, the first exec onto the point here, already starting out just 20 seconds into the round. Leilehua already looking to lose this site on C, but Campbell trying to get a good start. Hollowed able to take out one, Fluke to take out the next, and now we're just down to 2 players on Campbell on his attacking side. Spike is down, but Cocky is going to be the only one left to defend it. Will they be able to find it? A few health bars are low, but no one able to fall. Mocha to find the headshot through the box, and that's going to be the first round heading over to Leilehua Gold.
So Leilehua's pretty good. Mocha definitely on top of something different now. You see that they're the one, I believe, on top of that clove, if I wasn't mistaken. And you saw last time around, they were the ones on top of that jet, and now opting towards the newest agent of Valorant. Of course, utility so strong with the concuss, you have the smokes, and of course, that revive. And of course, right now, it seems like we will begin a tech timeout, though. Some issues happening, unfortunately, for these squads.
Yeah, I'm going to see if we can get some things sorted here. But with that being said, you're talking about Clove, right? A very strong new character to this controller, per se. We might check, but the unpause coming on through. Maybe just a checkup as we needed to get through some of these fixes. Of course, making sure that we're both playing on even ground and with everything working. So, with that being said, we enter into round number 2. Of course, with Leilehua Gold taking the first round, a lot more buys coming out. You see the Clove smoke already dropping. Clove on both sides, one of the better units or agents actually recently. The new character buff.
That new character buff, Indy, like you say, but instantly Mocha with the Bulldog headshot, getting one on their counterpart on Zenixer. Looking to do more with the Bulldog, barking on the enemies, but now pushing back just a bit, has the smokes available to sort of stop at least a little bit of that push.
Yeah, and now as we start to see the execution over to the B site, the Marshall shot not able to be found, and that Gecko blind from Dizzy able to just land so perfectly. But unfortunately, the spike not able to go down, or just able to go down rather, and instead flawless just like that. A quick retake coming on through from Leilehua Gold, and with those weapons, all 5 of them able to make it on and play into that bonus third round. Now, the execution we saw, a beautiful headshot from Mocha, able to land onto their counterpart. I mean, we talk about new agent buff, but that doesn't stop you from any aim diffs there. Just being able to land that headshot so early on, especially with the upgraded weapon. So we'll see how they execute now that Campbell is looking to full buy into this round. Viper Wall going across on that site, so just trying to block off any of that entry. We're seeing a little bit more of a default push getting set up, though. Campbell ready to go. With Gecko,
like you mentioned, especially with Mocha, the big thing about that, round 2 push, it was stopped because of Mocha getting that early turn using the utility, and it allowed Leilehua Gold to get that rotation in order to, get there a little faster. And now I want to see how they'll play it out. Leon and Co being very patient on their push, trying to spot out, get the rotates in from them, making sure to all their flank and corners. You do hear the door behind them. They want to go for that rotate. Maybe not 100% sure just yet, but of course, there is a KJ this game on both sides, and KJ is so good, especially on that C site.
Yeah, playing on that C site, so much utility, just able to alert them, right? Alarm bot on that entry. You have both of your mollies ready to block them off, and the turret also just being able to notify you. Just so much information gathering from that KJ. But 50 seconds on the clock. Campbell is still making a decision of where they want to go. We're starting to see them group up here, but that door opening again alerts them that they're in one of 2 locations. Clove smoke will go down the Dizzy to find one on the blind. Will they be able to find any kills, though? So far, that's a no, but they're walking through, trying to see if anyone's going to be able to fall. The Raze falling also low, able to find it. Leon Kao now taking down their counterpart in that Raze. Zinixer maybe trying to find a little bit of a flank here. Gonna peek on out with their teammate, finding one, able to trade it out. Mocha with that Clove, able to get the res, but instead Zinixer able to take out another, making that a 3K. One more player remaining for Leilehua. They know. They might just know where they are, but this Marshall looking to land that shot. Raze able to play. Leon Kao trying to find a peek. The blind going out. Will be able to find one. Will be able to find any more. Peeking out. Not able to find the kill. And Zenixer with the 4K. Able to take Campbell's first round in this game and bring them into the bonus with their Vandals.
Yeah, bonus indeed. There you go. Mocha used that ultimate earlier, so that's 1 ultimate down. And so far, it looks like Kaiser almost has the Thrash available. I mean, Thrash, definitely one of the more prolific ultimates right now, especially with that huge concuss coming on, or sorry, the stun onto the whole squad that is within that radius, especially with how they're playing with this Jet, with this Clove, with this Raze. Is there the possibility that the Thrash will be so useful for that take on any site, as they're now looking towards here? But of course, let's be very careful. Hobby in the lead. Or sorry, JV, sorry. In that lead, dashing in, updraft, does see one. That is going to be the Raze. No cat images, though. The boom okay.
Barely saving a teammate's life there.
Gecko didn't even stop taking that, as The blasting up will be there. Barak, they did get that ult orb. 1-for-1 trade. Hollowed will get a kill there. What will happen? Nice headshot from Dope. MC will fall to JB. As now Mocha gets one return on Zenixer yet again. Mocha's there on the side. Unsure where the other person is though. Mocha will fall. Kaki and JV versus Flute. Well, how will this play out for Flute?
Yeah, 2v1 on this plant here. Trying to see if anything's going to get spotted out. Will the turret actually spot them? I don't know. It will. So they know exactly where Asian Flute is, but will they be able to get onto the site? That's a headshot through the box. Kaki's going to fall to half health.
30 seconds
but Jet
left.
still playing on this
Spike
heaven
planted.
side. So we'll see if they're going to be able to find it. They find one. Asian Flute makes this a 1v1. KJ at just half health. Will they know where Asian Flute's going to be pushing from? The peak going to come on out, and they find the kill onto Kaki. The clutch coming out from Asian Flute, finding the 2v1 and able to defuse, bringing them up now 3-1.
There was so many corners you had to look out for if you were Campbell. Like, you have to look right, look left, look above you. There's so many, and they took 50-50. They lost it. Bad pull there. And now, Leilehua Gold up 3-1.
Yeah, able to make it 3-1, bringing themselves the lead instead of tying it up. Now, of course, you get the kill up in heaven. As a KJ, you have to play for either angle. You know they can rotate quickly over to that stairs again, but at the same time, you have to watch out, right, where they're going to go. A little bit of that Sentinel Showcase, however, not doing so well this split. So I don't know if that's maybe something we want to be watching.
Champions, by the way.
Yeah, champions, but, not doing so hot this split, but it's okay. Pushing on through into this next round. You see some of these buys coming out for one of the players on the Leilehua, but no one else. And Campbell looking to take it over Leon Cao with a questionable but choice gun. Maybe trying to find an entry here.
Yeah,
Nate's going to clear up the back of the site. Try to find a little bit of that boost. Going through both of the mollies and getting up in the high ground instead. Not able to find a kill instead. Zenixer finding one, whilst the likes of Leilehua able to take out two. Execution onto the site. Going to find the plant in the corner of the site, the default spot. Not able to be watched by the mound here, but able to be placed on site. Dog going to come on out, get a little bit of information. The shots won't be able to land for. Zenixer's able to find four, though.
SMH Kaki.
They tried. A lot of it happened at once. It's okay. It's not a repeat of yesterday.
It's not a repeat of Ulamuku. That boy is built different. That is for sure. See a lot of space happening. 3-2 now. So definitely very interesting, of course. Let's see what happens here. Like you mentioned, the only 3-side map we're going to be seeing today in the grand finals.
The only 3-side map in the pool.
Oh, you're right.
Yep, with Haven not being played in the competitive lineup right now. Lotus being the only 3-site left in that pool, and of course, with now split back in that pool, fracture out. We have a various number of maps, and oh my gosh.
That was right as the clove bubble came out through the smoke, out the headshot. Very clean. I like that. Very nice from them. Dope cap on the side, trying to see if they go through the doors just yet, waiting for that signal, that sound coming to play. Waiting very patiently. Is this raised though? And the rest of the squad still waiting patiently as well. You see around the mid and C control, not over-rotating just yet still. And now wait and see what Campbell will do with 4 members strong. Very slow, very patient. More Sentinels.
Yeah, more Sentinels on that bundle, but this peak going to come on out. Will they not? They will instead retreat instead of taking that fight there. Zenixer is pushing up, able to get the flick onto Dope Cat Images, shooting through it, finding the second on the Asian Flute. Unfortunate timing there, but now the Sky going to peek it. Will they be able to find it? They will.
Resurrect.
And Zenixer will have that res on call. That's going to be Hollow to find their death, and one more remaining. That's going to be Leon Cao, and unfortunately, with that, I believe that does both stay alive? They do.
Oh. Yeah, as long as you get a kill or an assist, the revive. Think of it like in League of Legends, for those of you who play that, with the Renata Glassblade, the W.
Got it.
Yeah, so you stay alive as long as you get a kill or an assist.
But see what's crazy about that is no bullets per shot after the res button was clicked, but they did just enough damage onto the Sky that allowed for that assist to come on through. It worked out for them. It could have been a really unfortunate situation where your team takes all the kills and then you don't know what to do. You're not going to get the res off, but instead we are pushing on to this next round. 7th round here, tied 3-3. The execution looking to come onto this A side again. Leilehua on a little bit of a save. That's going to be the Raise rocket coming on out. Just able to get out of dodge. Dope cat images, but unfortunately Hollow able to get caught up in the stray. Rocket going to come out again here, finding one, but falls to 25 HP. Will they be able to get out of this? Instead, though, this fight looking to go towards stairs. Nixer in a very precarious situation, trying to see if maybe they can get the right peek out here, but instead Kaiser to take out Mocha. The peek coming out there. Won't need to land the shots. Please, turning 3 bullets and the headshot to land. Viper being the last one remaining, saving with that Sheriff, but unfortunately stuck in their own smoke, not able to get anywhere else. And that 4th point going over to Campbell High School.
Yep, Campbell High School finally on top. For the longest time, Leilehua Gold had the lead in the round count, but finally, after 3 back-to-back-to-back, they will get the lead here. And that is a gun in the pocket of Embassy right now. That is definitely one of those guns. Brace your ears, Colton.
Brace my ears.
Look at Embassy.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Look, we're getting close. we're doing our best, but it's Thrash ready to go. Thrash gonna come on out. Will he be able to find anything? Embassy the only one on the site, but unfortunately able to get so far back, and now point already being taken, or rather site already being taken by the likes of Campbell, but everyone's still alive on the side of Leilehua at near full health. So this recontest gonna come on out, door to be open, and the lineup is gonna come on through. Kaki able to take out 2. Mocha is gonna look for that res, but they need to find a kill. Blind gonna go on out. Leon Cow to fall to Hollowed, and now the rest of these kills keep following. Odin's gonna peek, but not gonna be able to find anything. Mocha will find their kill, and that's gonna take out Kaki. Now this reach out on the backside. Thrash gonna be able to find one, but Sinix gonna fall as a trade. Kaiser to find it, and now 1 versus 2. Asian Flute again here left in this 1v2. Won't be able to find the first. Now looking for this spike. They know where it is. They're going to look for this defuse, but they need to stay alive. Will they fake it? What is going to happen? Kaiser pushing it up. They know. They can hear it. But instead, Kaiser finds the shots through the smoke, the wall bang, and the headshot, and will secure them their 5th round.
Ah, man, he should have just winged it, just going in. You will die there, but it's a 50-50 you have to take if you go for that overall plant. But in the end, decided to try to get a kill instead after the halfway point, getting halfway there. But man, oh boy, just a initial push onto that site, and I thought I was playing Overwatch for a second, because with all that utility, so much on my screen, so many smokes, so many pools, so many puddles, it's like, what am I looking at?
I mean, we have now 3 total smoke players, not inclusive of the jet smoke, playing on this map. So it's possible to just see a ton of different smokes. And with this Viper and Clove, you're just seeing also different shapes of smokes. It's all confusing.
Geometry.
Yeah, but here we are on another save round for the likes of the Mules and trying to see if they can find the peak. The timing might just have to be there, but instead, it's just going to have to retreat back just that little bit and find that space for themselves. They see they know that one is there. They may not know the second.
Yeah, Mocha trying to find someone to start with the Sheriff. Doesn't tag one, just it gets a little bit tagged up there. Unfortunately, I moved down to like 80-something HP though. Plant will come down for Campbell in the middle in B. Let's see what they do. Smoke out the one way. And oh, the dogs do catch one, but Kaki gets one. Kaki gets 2 with the Phantom.
One enemy remaining.
Looking for more. Last man standing. It's going to be Dope Cat, but will follow as a Nixer, as now 6-3 in favor of Campbell High School.
Yeah, the Sabres playing that also well. Just being able to take out that site. Kaki on that flank there. Just lurking around, able to find 2 with that Phantom in A, and then the rest of them to fall on the site. As that spike goes down, they're on that timer, and with that save round, they need to push on up just to make sure that, they can't be, they're not going to be saving Sheriff. So pushing on up with that. Now again, full buy in play for the side of Leilehua, looking for their push onto a site. Or rather, looking to defend their sites here, but continuously just getting pressured out here. That Dizzy looking for any shots. Dopecat going to get shot through the wall in the head by the Vandal, so we'll be at half health now. The Sabres just trying to get onto this site. They're playing slightly split just by 1 here, but maybe trying to get a lurking play. A couple players that are chilling in tree, trying to see what they want to do. This execution going to come on out slowly. It seems as though we're continuing Play. Door's going to go open. This is going to get called. They're going to get blind. 3 are going to be blinded out of that door. Going to get blinded on the second. Bird. And now, the execution being decided. Not sure if they're going to push on to A or B, but JV find the first pick. Now, Mocha is going to try to land some shots, but not going to find it. Instead, the Molly, or rather the decay come on out. Leon Kao falling so low on the decay, but will end up getting out of dodge. And now the retake needs to happen from the Mules, but instead Kaka to find one in A side again, and JV to find theirs in heaven. KJ ult gonna get dropped, but 2v5 on the point as they peek on over. Leon Kao to find their first, Leon Kao to find their second, and that's gonna be another round heading over to the Sabres.
Calm, cool, collected are the Sabres there, making sure they have every point of entry secured, making sure that they're corralling the Mules into the pin of these sites. Now, look at the economy, still a little disastrous coming in for Leilehua Gold. Not too sure what they want to do, what they want to buy. Some shield, buy some guns, and not too sure what happens just yet. When you look at Campbell, look at their economy, look at their weapons. They're still living like Larry, if you will. And let's see how they'll play it out. You do see the Dizzy on coming towards Seaside, so you know some shenanigans are happening here, though. See how Leilehua Gold will answer back. No pure rotations just yet. No, there's a lot of patience coming in from both sides, really, if you think about it.
Yeah, the patience coming on out. You know that there's at least one on that C site. Push from the Sabres, but if you're the Mules, you want to play on the site, you want to still play this default. You've only been able to hear one so far through that Dizzy. And if you're the Sabres, you know that there's one sitting on the C site in that KJ. You were able to pull that out. You know that they have a Sheriff, so you know they're playing some save round. But we'll see what their execution comes out to be. Raph's going to get called here, and that raid's going to go in, but won't be able to find anything. Instead, stuck inside of the Molly. Able to take out one, but that's also going to count as themselves. Embassy to take out a second in Zenixer. And now, a 3v3. It's going to be full health on each side, but gun advantage going in favor of Campbell. Now, looking for the retake. 3v3 again on that site. Dizzy's not going to spawn anything. The dog going to be able to not find anything on that backside as well. But the bot able to find one. But JV instead finding the kill. Bird going to go out blinded. 2. Thrash getting recollected but not finding the kill. Kaki to find one through the wall. And now the last person being Asian Flute, the Viper, falling to Kaius with a headshot and giving Campbell another round. 8-3 as they walk into the last round of the half.
It's not a technical double kill for Leon. That was a very really good Russian from Campbell. Make sure they got onto the site, got rid of the key targets that were a pain to deal with. Of course, you know, like getting rid of Embassy early on, like we mentioned, it's definitely really useful to get rid of all these utility from the KJ.
Yeah, that KJ is definitely a problem on Seaside, and I guess maybe it was worth your life. I'm not 100% sure if jumping in and accidentally taking yourself out with your own rocket is worth the kill onto the KJ, but if that means entry onto the site for the rest of your team as a duelist, you did your job. So
indeed,
now looking to push onto this site is going to be the Sabres. Boombot will be able to spot out one, that orb to be claimed as well. And now, what are they going to do here? You see the split slightly coming out, but the majority of these players are all set up on the A side. Dopecat trying to spam through the smoke, see if they can find any kills, any damage, but won't be able to find the door to open up. They won't be able to land a shot onto the Raze, but will they do anything more? JV playing a little bit more on that backside, but Holiday but finds Zenixer early on that headshot and tree. And now the rest is actually slowly coming out, but this door is just being played back and forth. They don't know where they're going to go.
Yeah, they're not too sure just yet. They're waiting. You see the healing coming in from this guy. The noise is made by Flute, and he will win the 1v1 versus JV. Now a 3 versus 5. Kaiser trying to push in. They have the spike available with their little wingman. They're not too sure where anyone is. They're not too sure if they're going to be corralled, like we mentioned. There goes the mosh pit in place. Plant comes in from the wingman. Be very careful. This is where the push comes in from them, but through the side is Mocha. Either gets one, as Leon wants to hunt more, gets a second, but Hollow 3K, and that will be not a 9-3, but an 8-4. Still in favor of Campbell, though.
Yeah, 8-4 as we head into the half there. Unlucky for Kaki, just falling also just missed timing on when they decided to rotate. You know, they're constantly holding that A long sight line, just trying to hold their rotation through, but not able to find anything that time around. And unfortunately, that means that Campbell won't be able to find their 9th round, but instead, we head into the second half 8-4, swap sides, and now, excuse me, the double smoker now on the attack, and so a little bit more of a control per se of who's going to be able to walk into that site. But what I want to see is Dope Cat Images able to take a little bit more of that entry as a duelist, wanting to find where they can get their kills. Of course, Leon Cal doing their job, but on the flip side, now one Sentinel, Net KJ, is going to have to do the world's job on C site.
Yeah, gotta do the job indeed. As the final second before the half finally begins, here we go. Like we mentioned, Leilehua on the attack now, but instead it looks like Leon the one wants to be on the attack. Blasting forward, trying to see if he can get any quick kills, quick headshots on top of Leilehua. But Leilehua playing a little far back. They heard all the noise coming in from Leon, so they know something a little peculiar, a little fishy is happening here, Colton.
Yeah, and you see the setup on the C side a little different than that of how Leilehua set up originally for the KJ, but the walkthrough on A site means that Leon Kao is going to be able to take one, but traded right back by Mocha. The headshot going to land, but not able to take out the kill. Mocha finding the second now on Kaiser, and the overheal just barely kicking in. Now 15 health and a dream, but the rest of this team falling on through. 4v3 on the attacking side. 50 seconds left to go. Zenixer smoking off that long, hoping that maybe they will be able to find it. Viper Wall going on up just to play a little bit of a fake. And now this execution rotating on over to the C site. No, the KJ is so far away. This utility not going to be able to be there anymore. That Molly is only these last things standing. But again, being so far away, able to take out the Molly, and now playing for this post-plant 3v4 on the retake. What are they going to be able to do?
Very hard, like you mentioned, with the KJ utility finally coming down. A shout out to the Skies and the Sages, always healing you up when you need more health in your pocket. Of course, Mocha back to decently amount of HP, back to full HP there. Looking for that headshot on top of the counter, on top of Zenixer. Kaki, though, have to be careful. Kaki will fall. Headshot 3K for Mocha. And now looking for more. Embassy will get one top as a Nixer. Loop with the other. And that will be another round going over to Leilehua Gold. Slowly climbing the way back up the mountain.
Yeah, on that attacking side, now have the bonus round, looking to find a little bit of momentum with that pistol round win. Now, of course, that is exactly how they started off the last time around. So we'll see. The last pistol round, I should say. They took the second round. So if they're able to take the same amount of rounds they took, we'll be at an 8-7 as we walk through, but hoping maybe to find a little bit more here as we walk in attacking side. A couple of guns ready to go. We'll see where they're going to play out. Leon Kao to start off with that nade just to clear out the A push on the early side, but will they be able to find any kills? Marshall going to come on out from the images. Well, that smoke from the clove, blocking off any vision, and Embassy finding an early pick down C as the push up, a little bit of aggression from JV. Now from Molly, a few other utilities just getting popped into that smoke, but now smoke is going to go down. They hear all the sound that Leilehua is making, the mules strutting onto the site. Will they be able to find any dog? Nothing back sight, but no one has checked this box yet. 101 on Kaiser. That 101 will land. Look at images through the wall. Able to find Kaiser. Now 3v5 on this retake with no guns in hand for the side of Campbell. What are they going to be able to do?
And Leon there with the classic. They know someone is there. Someone's waiting patiently. The smoke coming in. Through the smoke, though, the classic of Leon getting one, though. Dope Cat Images will fall. So far, not too good, though. Hollow gets the Nixer. Two more left on the side of Campbell. Next is Leon to spray at the parade, and he gets down. But there is the KJ of Campbell. Last man standing. Probably just going to be dying to the spike. Not wanting to give any more gold in the pocket of Leilehua. Bye-bye, KJ.
Yeah. That KJ gonna fall there just for the sake of economy and making sure that there's no more kills, no more ult orbs, and ult points, and no more money going into the pockets of Campbell, or of Leilehua rather. But 8-6 now, 2 rounds in favor of Leilehua out of the half here, in a similar pattern to that of the last round, but full buy. Or near full buy, actually, coming out of Campbell, not fully able to stack up on those shields. So maybe a little bit of an overinvestment or an expectation that was higher coming out into that round. But nonetheless, we walk on forward. We see the pushes. We see everything prepared to go. Leon Cal going to push on up quickly. The retreat, everything coming out so quickly by Leilehua as well. Now this rotation setting in. You hear all the noise on A. Instead, they decide, why don't we just not walk over to the other side?
And look who's here, of course. It is the KJ of Campbell, having been able to use all the utility to make sure they lock them down. Headshot coming in from JV, dash away. Dope Cat will fall. That is an advantage for Campbell so far. Plant comes in from Flute. A little bit closer to that Resurrection ultimate. Mocha on the top, though. From the heaven, looking for one. Spots out JV, but Zenixer is faster on that take. Now, you're going to see with the advantage. 3 members strong, and now looking for more. MP gets one, but they will fall immediately back-to-back. Leon, Kaiser, and JV with those.
Yeah, able to get it clean and only losing one gun in the process. And now able to walk forward with a little bit more econ in your favor. But remember, Leilehua were on their bonus round. So they have all the money in the world to buy up for this next fight, for this next engage. Now, 9-6 in favor of the Sabres. Where are we going to go? What are we going to do? We see a few buys coming out, a little bit of an econ as well from Zenixer, trying to plan out what they're going to do in future rounds as well. I mean, again, this is the first full buy round we're going to be able to see out of Leilehua for this half. We'll see if they're going to be able to make anything out of it, as they are looking possibly for a default push here.
Yeah, default indeed. We'll see what happens, but definitely going to be a patient game. They'll come in and see what happens. As you see on the opposite side on A, it's a lot of aggression from the Raises, though, as Mocha gets the next to Flute, gets Kaki as he saw that one. And through the smoke is JV, though, the man, the myth, the legend, coming in. But as you see, as 2 members of Campbell are pushing through A, B left wide open. Mocha and Co looking to capitalize on that rotation and being able to get early on, see how the rotations play out. Dope Cat images, though, and their counterpart. Both Rays on Rays, fighting, forcing the back away now. Let's see how JV will play it out. Gets one on top of Hollowed. Now this is where the push comes in with Dizzy getting one.
Yeah, just able to find one, but instead those kills landing for Dope Cat images, but the shot gonna get cancelled there. Unlucky. The reload coming on through. Leon Cal able to take out their counterpart, but Leilehua Gold able to still lock out that round. And now 9-7. Of course, same thing as last time. It seems like this is a little bit of a pattern, but if anything goes like that pattern, we're going to have the end of the game decided very soon. So Leilehua needs to change that up. Needs to find another round for themselves here. The econ not holding out so true. They're only able to walk away with 2 guns out of that round. And now the save coming out on near both sides, or maybe just a little bit of a commit. We're unsure, but we'll see as they lock out into this round. The full buy is going to come out for Leilehua. The rest of this team from Campbell playing with very little money spent. This pushing on too slowly. We've been seeing this constantly, where this B site is their location to go. They know that Leon Cal likes to push up on the A side. They know that JV likes to push up on the C site. So why not just constantly play onto this B site? Know that one is being played in that cubby there. Spike ready to go down. Nade gonna get cleared on now, and only the KJ being anywhere near close to this. JV taking the fight with Hollowed, but will not be finished as JV falls to half health. And now this retake, 5v5, but a few ultimates ready to go for the Sabres.
Yeah, Thrash available along with the Rockets coming in from this raid, of course. Can't count out Zenixer just yet, though, with the Resurrection. Leon falls, Kaki falls, Zenixer falls. Ultimates are ready for them. They want to revive, but instead they're holding on to it for the next round. They know it's not worth it to use it just yet. Last man standing is JV. Rockets galore. They're on the hunt now. They want to see if they can get this last moment kill and get more, more in their pocket. But instead, gonna die to the spike here. Calm, cool, collect, they're just gonna die in general, as so does Dope Cat, going for that exit frag there.
Yeah, finds the exit frag, but unfortunately dies along in the process. But it's not like they don't have the money for themselves. Now, looking for the full purchase here on both teams. 9-8 is the score. Only 1 round splitting up the 2 teams here, and we're seeing a gun being bought on the side of Campbell on the Sabres, looking for maybe that long distance play. But where are they going to put this gun? we'll have to see
Well,
as we start into this round. But again, a few ultimates ready to go. A few.
Yep.
I say a few.
almost everything.
Almost everything ready to go on the side of
Thrash
Campbell.
available. You have the rockets. You have the blades. They saw the opportunity and JV took it. And looks like so will Leon through the smoke gets one. The spike is down from Asian Flute. The rockets galore. There they go. Okay, he misses everything, but then gets a kill on top of Clove still. Mocha falls. Grenades popping out. There's a little buddy there. The next there with one, a clean Aim Labs headshot there. Hollow looking for at least one kill. The opportunity, but the spray, and double digits for Campbell. Here we go. Flawless for them.
Yeah, flawless is exactly what they needed. Swing that momentum back to their favor. Keep every gun walking forward. You know that off exists now. If you're the side of Leilehua, the Mules, I don't know if you want to be playing C all too often, but is that going to be where this sits? I mean, when you have the off, you know that you're in their head. Do you just continue to play a different line each and every time?
I think
you can make that decision.
We've seen the same strategy every single round so far from Campbell of where these players have been positioned. We know what Leon and, of course, what Kaiser does every single round. So it's a lot of repetition, a lot of rinse and repeat from these players as we see a similar situation that happens every single time. Kaiser gets dope cat, it's either Kaiser or Leon gets that raise. Mocha does spot out the turret, and now they know our attacker token lockdown has been used. So that, shows, okay, we get the back away just a little bit. JV does JV things, does fall though, loses the op. And now it's going to be a 4 versus 3. It's still in favor of Campbell though.
Yeah, but now this rotation coming on over to the C side, but it's going to still be a 3-on-4 retake there. No one, I think, to pick up the op possibly on the way in, but here on this retake, you just don't want it. You don't want to utilize that. Of course, this Viper smoke not going to reach that box there, so they're going to have to play inside of the smoke to keep it up and alive. 4v5 or 4v3, excuse me, pushing on to this, but again, Thrash ready to go. Thrash gonna get called by Kaiser. Will it be able to find anything on this stun? Will be able to peek that corner, finding one. It's gonna actually find two on the stun here, but they need to be able to push this time. Mocha's gonna find one, Hollow to find the other, and now a 3v2. The res from Sinixer needs to be able to find a pick here, and finding Sinixer will find Hollow now staying alive, but a 3v1 unfortunately will not fall in favor of Leilehua Gold, and now a 3-gun save round going into this next.
And that's so hard for Leilehua there. You have to look up, look down. One's up on the high ground, one on the low ground. So either way, unless you have God hands and you're able to flick super fast, it's so hard to try. Okay, some of these kids may have God hands.
I wouldn't hold it against them.
One of them, just got a scholarship with HPU, so he has God hands. That's a different story though.
Immortal players, and it seems like, and some of these players, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we're ranging from Diamond to Immortal in this lobby, so already
not like
prepared
me,
to go.
Not like me.
Not like a lot of us, for real. But preparing into this next round, we see where that gun buy sits for each of these teams, and of course, that gun, that op, going right back in the hands of Campbell. But will they be able to make anything out of it, of course?
Yep.
Pushing on through. Nothing has changed in the sense of the setup. KJ being pushed onto the B side instead. Gonna clear out some of this utility. But trying to sneak it out, and we'll find one with the operator JV. Looking to repeat, but that's gonna be the spike. The Clove smoke just barely hiding them out. Oh, able to land it through the smoke right before the door closes. And that's gonna be two taken down. The op shot, unfortunately not able to land on Embassy, but the shot will land on to Zenixter. Kaki and Kaiser are able to take out two. Embassy in that back line. Trying to fight for their life. 6 health and a dream. You know there's an op on one side, and you know the rest of the team is on the other. Spike is there.
Run.
Looking to peek it, an off shot will land. JV with the 3K in the operator, and getting them into match point on Lotus.
Brutal. Savage. Wrecked. That is what I have to say about that op in the hands of JV. The first shot was pretty clean, but at the last second, they knew that once the door closes, they try to go for the spike. And that's when they saw it and they took it, and that was disgusting.
Yes, that was a disgusting shot. I mean, right before the door closes, it's the last shot for that, the one last hurrah of a shot, and able to land it, because that spike went down. You know they're going to rotate slowly. Now, we're pushing on through, trying to get out here.
God.
Go in, finding one. Will not be able to find the second. Mocha to trade that out. But Kaiser able to find Mocha, looking to get the res back up again, and into the smoke they go. But instead, falling to Zenixer, and just like that, Campbell, the Sabres are able to take map number 1 as we are preparing themselves for championship point here in the Vanta finals. I know what
I
just
literally
happened.
blinked. What happened there? All I saw was Kai just spray, and it's 3K. What just happened? But okay, that was. Halfway through that game, it was a very close one, and then as you saw, it was just Campbell pushing. The duelists of Campbell are phenomenal, and it shows in that map. You saw those players. They're locked and low. They're locked in. They know what they want to do. And speaking of locked in, we know the next map that will be locked in is Colton. It's Ascent, and the sides have been swapped, at least for starting sides.
Yeah, I mean, when you just going back to the conversation on the duelists, right, you're looking at Leon Cal and JV. You're constantly, they're not even on the defense anymore. They're attacking on their own lines, right? Leon Cal constantly pushing up, trying to get the spots on that door. And then JV, op or not, you're pushing up on that C long side. So you're constantly getting pressure each time. So the only place they can go is B site, and you can just rely on your last 3 players to just do their best to hold it out. And once they're able to lock down each side, that became the only strategy viable for the side of Leilehua, and they just continue to pressure that. So now, moving on to Ascent, we'll see if that aggression changes. Now, of course, we know that Campbell is starting on the defense. So again, will that continue to push forward because you have now 2 sites on the map and only 3 true entry points to start off with, right? You have mid and you have the 2 sight lines. So of course you can walk through cat to get onto A through tree, but they still need to walk through mid, and if they're going to continue to push out both B and A, they only have 1 spot left.
Yeah, and we saw how big mid-control can be yesterday, especially with these operators, and we saw already the op being so crucial for JV. Let's see if he can emulate that success on Ascent. We have to wait and see, right, Colton? Because we still have to wait as these players prep for map number 2 as we get on with it. And, man, I'm out of breath after that one.
I mean, yeah, I'm out of breath too. But again, remember, they're not just playing for that trophy this time around, because just today, PC Gamers are one of the partners here and supporters in the venue, is providing them with 5 $100 gift cards to our high school Valorant state championships. So, our champions rather. So, thanks again to PC Gamers. Now, if you're looking for an upgrade, if your computer just isn't enough or isn't cutting it anymore, head on over to PC Gamers, the best custom PC builder in Hawaii. They say frames win games, so make sure you're playing with the best. And again, $500 gift cards over to these champions. So we'll see who comes out on top. But as we get ready and get prepped for map number 2 on Ascent, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
What's there? Hey, we're here. Hi. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Hawaii Esports League Spring 2024 Championship. Our final for the broadcast, actually.
Yeah, our final. The first map already serving to be a banger of a match. I mean, 13-8, I think, was the final score. But closing it out in such a close fashion, we thought, right, 8-4 was where we were going to be. But instead, now we are in that spot. Campbell starting on the defending side on Ascent now. But seeing as they start to lock in, they're locking all in one by one. And normally when we watch a lot of the Ascent matches, you already know what the choices are going to be. But here in high school, it's a little different. Sometimes comfort characters play all that different. KO being a normal lock here. Sova being a normal lock here as well. Able to play for that initiator.
Cypher
the
just
Jet,
smart.
normal. Cypher is it's a flex pick off that Killjoy, right, on the Sentinel side. Omen being your smoker is sometimes not as normal. Recently, in the past few patches, it has been one of your stronger smoking characters there. So waiting on just one to lock on in. That's going to be the Silva. We have two different characters, but the double duelist coming out for the side of Leilehua. We'll see if that's going to be able to prove them any difference here as they start on the attack, so they need to get a lot of these points here on the opening side.
Yeah, they're definitely putting their stronger member Mocha back on the duelist. We saw last map, they were on the club. They did a good job, but not as good as the entries as they were on the Jet. So now going back to the duelist role, a lot more efficient, if you will. And you talk about the Omen, and one of the big things we saw yesterday as well with Omen teeping towards Boathouse whenever it's like for the retake or for the push in initially, because a lot of times not many people play in that Boathouse initially unless it's for that retake potential.
Yeah, you want to play for the retake or at least for some of that late defense. And now with that Sova, there's not going to be a lot of hiding there to do. Just trying their best to find as much as they can in that zone, but unsure of what exactly we're going to do as we load in onto the map here.
Woo, we're here.
Ascent as Campbell leads 1-0. So they are on championship point. They are playing the defensive side first. And now with all of these with all of their knowledge, with this Sova, will they be able to find anything on this opening? They know that that's going to be one, playing on the A or B side. But again, there's defaults here. It's just a pistol round, so no one knows where they are, and mid is wide open.
Kaki.
Looking to see if they can find it. Kaki able to find the first pick onto Mocha. Half a shot landing onto the Sage, but not able to do much more damage. Sage going to heal themselves back up again just that little bit. Now the Sovas firing their shock darts in. Sova will be able to find one shock dart landing there, but unfortunately not able to do much more. So the shots from Topcat Images not able to land, and JB able to turn that fight right back onto their head. The defensive side with 3 members, or attack side with 3 members on the attack, but a Cypher Trip able to find one hollowed with the trade, and now just 2 members on the side of Leilehua trying to make their push onto the site. Spike will go down, hollowed with the Sheriff, trying to find their Spike. But the health bars, you're right, of Leilehua also low. They're going to try to peek this. They're going into market. Won't be able to find any shots. One landing onto the Cow, dropping to the half, but unfortunately Asian Flute not able to make it happen. And Campbell starting off with the pistol round. Unlike the last time on Lotus, they will open up the game starting 1-0.
Yeah, like you mentioned, I believe it was 3-1 early on in favor of Leilehua with the pistols, and now they're going back at it. And honestly, it's kind of crazy how fast-paced and it was from Count, but very slow from Leilehua as they're waiting to go in. I want to see what happens next. But man, oh man. What? And explosive first. So you already see the items coming, the weapons coming into play from Campbell's side. And we saw last map, it was definitely a very aggressive defense from Campbell. With the emulator, of course, with Leon now on this jet, was raised last time around. Let's see how they play this out. JV, though, the Omen now, compared to last time was a duelist.
Here.
But Leon, waiting patiently. Knows how these players play, and the headshot, they were waiting for it. They knew their play style, and now Leon, it sort of stops the push from Leilehua Go. They're unsure, should we push in, should we wait? But you don't want to get corralled into a pinch right now. It's a hard part to see. There goes the recon both spots. Only one. Leon's secure. Leon's safe. Leon gets to another one. Full fall to Embassy. JV on the side. Kaiser as well. Last man standing, of course, is it Sova. The pop, the flash. Not in the corner. Looking for one more. It's going to be on the high ground. Asian Flute. Not in a good spot, Colson. It might be falling very soon.
Yeah, just trying to maybe play for some of these exit frags or just try to find it. KO Knife will know that they're in the area, but that could include Cat as well. Instead, gonna peek on out from the top. Kaiser able to take out their second. Asian Flute to fall, now 2-0. Bonus round, though, going in favor of Campbell, so kind of expected to happen. And now, Leilehua, hopefully their first full buy walking into this map here. So they want to take as much advantage of it here. Again, the 2 duelists on the side of Leilehua, they're looking for more frag power. They're looking for more of that entry. And with that Sova recon dart, you know where they are, but unfortunately not the double initiator setup as the same way as Campbell. So you don't have as much information to play with, but more fragging potential. So now, we're going to see the setup for Leilehua. Where are they going to go? They look like they're favoring one side, but again, a default push in some sense.
That, as we mentioned, Cypher's such a good, an amazing agent on this map. You have so much utility. You don't have to be on that side. As you see already, of course, where Cypher's utility and trips are, it lets him, be super fast with his rotation plays and able to sort of help out his teammate, even though he's not on a certain site. Very slow. He dug a spot out in mid, almost barely misses that headshot onto himself. Hollow, though, looking to make some noise down mid. As I do believe we may see the iconic stage wall. On the flank, though, is Leon. Says Chow to 1. See what happens next. Stage up top. The trips, and he will get sprayed down. It's the one way from the Cypher. Does get the door down. Gets sprayed down by Kaki, though. 3 versus 5. The camera spots 1. Doesn't get the tag down, though. In the boathouse, of course, is the Sova. Not pushing in just yet. Kaiser gets one. Will fall to Hollowed. Asian Flute as well gets the Nixer. Hollowed will fall. Last man is the Flute person there. So the flautist of Leilehua will fall. And, Campbell, we mentioned it. 3-1, but now it's going to be a 3-0 in favor of Campbell.
Yeah, able to win out their bonus round here, so they're able to take a few guns into the next round, and that's going to be full guns. That's going to be rifles walking into round number 4, and now the purchases for the side of Leilehua for the Mules not going to be the greatest as they prepare to go into another save, but the money already getting locked into the bank, and some interest maybe being put onto the side of Campbell. I mean, hey, if you guys want to go talk to Hello Pacific Federal Credit Union, maybe they'll be able to put that money away all good and safe. You know?
True.
But saving it up here as we get into the next round. And something that I'm very interested in is the JV being on this Omen. Remember, they were pushing up super aggressive on that Jet last time around on C site, and now getting shifted onto the Omen, you get to play a little bit aggressive, but you have smokes to block you off to get you out. The same way that Jet would. Kaiser getting pushed on Cat, trying to see if he can get out. Asian Flute falling so low in the mid as well. So, to the smoke, they're going to push that. Lion's going to go out. We'll be able to find one. We'll be able to find any more two. But Kaiser will fall to hollowed, and now going to be revealed is in mid. But Leon finding Asian Flute in mid. 2 players remaining for the side of the Mules. Shots being laid on out. Embassy finding the headshot of Kaki. We'll be able to find the kill. And Leon to find one. Embassy finding another with the headshot. Saw Leon Cal. Knows where they are. Knows that they're pushing up. Leon Cal pushing into the smoke. We'll be able to find Embassy and get their 3K and lock out the 5th round for Campbell High School.
Well, 4th round. You're almost there. Numbers are hard.
I added the round with their score. It's fine.
Caster math. This is why caster math is a thing, and unfortunately caster math is never right. Unfortunately, that is a thing. But look at the ultimates as well for Campbell. Of course, you do see the no point coming available for Kaiser, able to use that, silence in general, and of course the Blade Storm coming in from Leon. On the opposite side, that's a lot of scary ultimates from who they use proficiently.
Yeah. Leilehua needs to use these ultimates proficiently, but again, they're still there. They're still in the pocket, waiting to be used. But we'll see who is going to pop their ultimates first, if any. But some cold's going to come on out.
But look at the late rotation coming in as well from the rest of the squad. JV in a good spot. JV actually might be in a bad spot if you think about it, based on where the guns are located. But
it's all timing.
Yeah, the timing, the patience is a virtue, as they say. They see the smokes coming in, but Dope saw the smokes as Embassy gets Leon. One more to fall. Kaiser will fall after using the ultimate, and now it's going to be a 2 versus 5. Leilehua finally up in these agent counts.
Yeah, 2 versus 5 on the retake here, and finally that advantage going over to Leilehua, able to take out one. You know where this Jet went.
Only Jet, that's it.
No longer able to find more 5 players playing near on the site. Will they be able to make something out of it? Of course, they have the money in the bank. They've been saving it up. They've been waiting for the interest, the shots to go through the wall. Will they be able to find anything? No. Instead, dropping over oh so low. Mixer able to take out Holland with the refrag coming out from Zilcat Images, and the floor bang coming out from Asian Flute will take out Kaki. And that means that the first round in this map able to go over to Leilehua, and now the slow comeback maybe starting to build up here.
Colton, I already know how the comms are for Leilehua. All they're saying right now is, all right, 4 is all they get. This is where we start the comeback. But yeah, looking at Valorant is getting momentum as well. Once you get that one round, it sort of clears the conscience a little bit. The weight's off your shoulders, and you're like, okay, we won one. Our economy's in a better spot. We're able to do further beyond. But like we mentioned, the economy is still in a really good spot for Campbell High School here. And the ultimates, nothing was blown by Leilehua as well. So you still have those key ultimates, especially for the retake. So useful for that one to make sure that the defense doesn't defuse the bomb if they have to get to that point.
JV has it again.
JV, he sees the opportunity. He takes it. That's a kill onto Dope Cat. I believe that's how much Dope Cat is the one that got caught out early on in the last game as Mocha gets her counterpart, peak advantage. And one more, the Rockets will not slay JV or the KO, but KO, he sneezes on him. He may fall there. Just a little bit, waiting for the Sova arrows, see where they are. But JV also has the sights. Nice smoke though. Make sure that they can't go any further. Our drone spots one. Kaiser will get Mocha through the smoke there. And now it's going to be a 3 versus 3. Operator shot will miss. Looking for more. The spray coming in from there. Embassy gets one through the wall on top of JV. Now the defense has to go further. Khaki gets one an embassy. Time is ticking. Tick-tock is what they say. And now that deep in hell, Hollow Wolf out as an elixir. But here comes the arrows. You know when they nowhere to run. You have nowhere to run. Indeed, time is ticking down. Not even halfway there. Looking for the exit frags, and that should be the round going in favor of course, Leilehua.
Yeah, Leilehua able to utilize that Sova ultimate, just finding the hunting kill there, getting to lock out another round. Of course, no gun saved over, or one gun rather saved over on the side of Campbell, but the gun not being that operator of JV, and instead having to look to maybe shift to a little bit of an economy buy here on the side of Campbell. We'll see maybe if they're able to make something happen. Few ults ready to go, especially on Leon Cal. Looking at those knives, I mean, they can be deadly if used correctly, but the default push coming on out from the side of Leilehua. We'll see what they're going to be able to pull on out, but Campbell seeing to play mid. Will they be able to land any shots here? Those crosshairs getting also close, but unsure what they're going to do. Mocha pushing towards this smoke, but will they be able to find anything? Smoke's going to go down. That's going to be a headshot at 1. That's going to be a headshot at 2. That's going to be a headshot at 3. JV finding a headshot after headshot from that Sheriff, and Leon Cal able to find the knife kill. Zenixer to fall on B site. Dopecat Images the last one remaining. Ult in hand, but everyone has died in mid, and the spike is there as well. Dopecat Images looking to find the shots. We'll find Kaiser. Knives to fall as well. But Khaki from the mid side getting a gun and able to take out Dopecat Images. 3 remain on the side of Campbell, but all off the back of JV's 3 headshots with that Sheriff.
You know what? I respect the try from Leon, though, with the knives. You know, it was a little all of it, but, you know, it was a distraction, if you will. It'll let Khaki come in to clean that up. And now, that was an interesting round. That is to say for the least, Colton. But now, sort of a reset here. Both teams have the economy to at least get some guns for this round. Let's see with a full 5 versus 5 how this will change this play. But still, slower start for both teams. They know Campbell is in the lead. They have still the momentum in their pockets. Down mid, Kaiser looking for the 1 versus 1 against Flute. Looking for one more. Sees that last person there. JV in a particular spot. JV with the smoke up top. Misses one, misses another. The spray no longer praying, but Leo with the 3K before they fall. Mocha, last player standing on Leilehua Gold.
The spike is all the way back.
Is available. Spike is very, very far, like you said, Colton. And but you know who else is there? Well, who else was there is Kaiser. And now it's a 1 versus 2. Very winnable for Mocha.
Yeah, very winnable indeed. 1v2, full health, or near full health for Mocha there. And has the spike in hand. You know where the spike got picked up. You know where this player was playing. But with so much time on the clock, you don't know where they're going to go. Cypher Utility, you know where it's going to be. And now, playing over onto this A site. Sova has the arrow ready to go. Arrow will possibly go out here, and it will. And it will spot Mocha before they go into hell. So the rotate back over to Jen will be found. Will they be able to land the shots? Rotating out, we'll be able to find 1, but we'll not be able to find the 2nd, as the Knicks are able to shut down that clutch and take round number 6 for them under the belt. But not without getting 4 players first on the side of Leilehua.
Yeah, looking a little close there with that spray. It looked like it might have got... I thought it was going to get Zenixia there at the end, I'll be honest with you. I was holding my breath there, but yeah, definitely well thought out. And now look at the ultimate economies, though.
Sorry, they originally bought 2 ops, and I got a little scared. JV and Leon Cal both committed to it, and I was a little concerned there. I mean, the money was getting close, but...
I know you can hear me. Do it.
Nah,
5-man operators down there.
Here's the thing, is we're on the delay. So even if you say it, they're only going to be able to do it next round, and we'll see how this one plays out.
5-man operators.
But you see the push here. Leon Cal playing towards that mid side. But now, with everyone pushing up on this A side, we'll see if they're going to be able to clear anything or get this out. But again, a save round coming for the side of Leilehua. Spike still in the backside, but the execution on site slowly coming through. Blind going to go on out from the Omen. Now, this flash going to be popped out of heaven. Leon Cal just praying, ready to sit with the out. Finding 1 on the flick to Jen, whilst the rest of the team is coming on through. Khaki to find a 2-can just like that. The round is over. Campbell take their 7.
I didn't blink this time. It was just a very, very, very fast round. But yeah, Leon with a quick scope there, making sure that the Raze entry was denied pretty much. It got to Generator, but that's all she wrote. She wasn't able to sort of get around that right side and just wasn't able to see what the rest of the squad was. And now is a point where, for the comms, for Leilehua, you've seen how many times they tried to push on top of this A side. B was like 1 or 2 times, but it's mostly been A side has been the point of contention for Leilehua. Will they change the strategy, or will they try to go for entry facts first?
So, cat images, not like this, please, not like this, please, not like this, please.
Hello.
Oh, just able to get out of the shot, but they know where Leon Kao is playing now with this operator. Flow Orb, able to land, trying to jump peek their way, maybe to get across. And now, no dash remaining for Leon Kao. This peak still going to be there. Of course, full body ready to go, but instead, JV finding a headshot into 1, finding a headshot into 2, and that's going to clear out the A site push. Now, waiting for the rest of these players to come on out. I don't think they were spotted, but instead, Kaiser to find 2 down in the mid side, and Zinixer to finish it off.
All right.
Give them another flawless round, 8-2 as we start to get closer to that half.
So when I think of like JV, I think of like, junior varsity. Like at this point, this guy just come V because you're a carrier. You're like a varsity material, if you will.
Who knows? I mean, like able to land these headshots and just the clutch factor in JV. I mean, they were on the econ route, and that's
yeah, and it's not just the clutch factor with their headshots. Doing so well with these blinds, making sure that whenever it's Leon or Kaiser entering in, it allows them to get the advantage with the blinds coming in. And
I want to know where that camera is.
Yeah, same.
I genuinely want. Oh my god!
Oh my
That's
god!
Spotted 3 people. Shock Dart gonna go out, finding Asian, finding the drone as well. Hollow gonna get hit by that. Asian also gonna get hit by that. Zinixer able to find 1. See the TP going into the backside, gonna get canceled out, and now the operator coming on through, spotted the Raze flying on out, will spot the head of Hollow as well. Kaki to find another in the backside of the site. Shot through the blind, will not be able to land. Embassy to find 1 on JV, and now Kaiser with 1 Omen, last 1 remaining, pushing through main, will be able to be found by Kaiser, and that's going to be another round in favor of Campbell High School. A 9-2, they've already upped their last half from Lotus, and now we head into the possible 9-3 curse on Ascent.
I've seen stranger things happen, Colton. It's a possibility, but with how this team has been playing, Campbell's been playing, they have a chokehold on mid, they have a chokehold on A side, chokehold on B, and I want to see, how this squad of Leilehua Gold can play it out. You do see, the rocket available for Hollowed, as well as the resurrection from Dokap Images, but is it enough, especially against you see that Campbell has? Zero Boy catches, I believe, 4 members of Leilehua there. JV gets spotted out with the arrow, and through the smoke, Mocha gets 1. Here comes the Raze Rocket, looking for Rocket Galore. It's Rocket Power. Hollow falls. The headshot, they line up. Kaki gets 2 before he falls. And now it's up to Zinixer. And of course, Leon with the operator. Now 2 versus 1. It was a small advantage for Leilehua, but now Campbell back on top. 2 versus, actually the revive comes in, so still a 3 versus 1. Spike is in Flute's hands though, so that is a +1 at least. But A is looking very, very hurtful.
Yeah, I mean, just like that, it felt like we didn't watch for very long. And 2 players getting taken out on the spray transfer, and then the operator able to take out 1 in main. So now, Asian Flute, last 1 remaining on their team. Door is closed, so they're going to take the peek on here to Zinixer, and that op getting traded on over to Zinixer's hands, and now going to fall to it. Wait, oh, it's the half. Oh, I was like, why did he drop it? But it's the half. 10-2 now as we walk into the second half. Last time around, we got to watch this pistol go into the favor of Campbell High School. But when we were on Lotus, both of those pistol rounds went into Leilehua's hands. So we'll see what's going to come out of it here. But we've seen JV with that Sheriff. I'm a little scared.
Yeah, the Sheriff's pretty good. And we mentioned last series as well in the semifinals. Ascent is a map that everyone knows. Ascent is a map that it doesn't matter if you're offense or defense. It's a map that it's familiarity, if you will. If you're familiar with the map, which everyone is, you should know every nook and cranny of it and how to play on this map. As now waiting for the walls to fall down. Like we mentioned, Campbell now on the attack, Leilehua on the defense, and we've seen how Campbell can be on the offense, especially Lotus last map. And now let's see how it plays out this time. Dokap I think they get spotted out just on the robe, if you will. And now hollowed. Patience is a virtue, as they say. And I'll wait to see how the push comes in from Campbell here.
Flute's pushing up. They're looking to maybe get this spray with the frenzy. Will they be able to find anything? They'll find one on to Kaki, but Cynic's going to find the trade. Dope Cat Images falling so low as the rest of this push comes on out. And Leon Kao finding the headshot of Dope Cat Images. And now push on to B is executed. Hollow to find one. Hollow, can he find the second? No. JV will return that and trade it on out. 2v3 for this retake. Unfortunately, Kaiser will find the flash on the embassy and then the kill. Market is the last one remaining. And will they be able to find it? Kaiser landing the shots but will not find anything. And instead, Leon Kaut followed up Mocha to find the kill. And 11-2 pistol round going into the favor of Campbell.
Kaiser was the one. All right, I'll be the distraction. You frag out here. I'll be the body.
That's what he's telling his team. But what actually happened, we're not going to talk about.
Shh. It's not like we all saw it on stream, you know. We're not going to talk about that one. But now, 2 more rounds for Campbell to be claiming the throne, to be claiming the first place trophy, and be crowned as the Hawaii Esports League Spring 24 champions. 2 more rounds, all it takes.
Yep, 2 rounds away. This is going to spot out just quite a bit, but you need to be able to pop it just in time. We'll actually be able to spot out all 4 with this Ares trying to find a couple of those shots, but instead 2 bullets left. Never mind, we just didn't catch the reload animation. Nation Flute still spraying down, but the rest of the trade's coming on out. Zinix able to find Nation Flute. Dope Cat Image finding Zinixer now. A 2v1 in favor of Leilehua. A little bit of a panic spray down into logs, but the thrifty round going in favor of Leilehua. And now 11-3. You can only give up 2 rounds for your Leilehua, and you have 9 more to take before you can get to that OT count. So here we go. This is going to be the run of their lifetime if they make it.
You know, I respect that panic spray because that's Omen. You never know where they're going to TP to. It could be below you, behind you, somewhere in the attic. I don't know.
It's JV also. You're just the amount of aggression that we've seen out of JV so far has been extremely high. So I wouldn't put it beside him to try to TP behind them.
But you know who's even more wild? Leon, though. Especially with how they've been playing so far. 17-5. The defense of Leilehua Go, can they hold off though? 0 Point does find out. No, shot out before it does spot anyone. And of course, here is the right click from the classic. Embassy falls behind a little bit, waiting patiently to see what can happen. The Bulldog not able to find anything just yet though. Still full HP for both sides. Jackie with the Sheriff, looking for more at the cameras. And it looks like a little bit of wide open space over there. A lot of patience from both sides, though, waiting to see what they can do. Very patient indeed, looking to make the first mistake. They hear the flash, the rush in, though, the spray, MC gets 1, MC gets 2, Mocha gets another, and that's 3 members down from Campbell. This is what they play, the dash away, but already on set, of course, is going to be them. 2 for Mocha, looking to finish it out, and with the Spectre, flawless for Leilehua. Not going to give any of those 2 rounds away. 11's all they get.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away with those guns as well. I believe only 1 gun not being a rifle walking into this. So they're going to be able to keep that weapon advantage. And they're going to be able to keep the money in the bank as Campbell trying to force on up into this round. See if they can do anything with these guns. But now we load into the 16th round here. 11-4, last 2 going in favor of Leilehua. But only 2 rounds in between Campbell and their championship victory here. Seeing if maybe they can find the push the one way. The one way you'll always see on a set. If there's an Omen, that's the one way they're placing. You see a brick, that's probably also the one way they're placing.
They think, oh, look at smoke. Oh, I know where this is going. Oh, I know where not to peek now. And it looks like they still are going to wait. Patience, like we have been mentioning, is very much so a virtue. As Mocha, one of the prolific members of the Leilehua Gold, looking to see what they can do here. Omen smoke in place. Well, that's not the only thing, of course. JV is there, but JV will fall. Spike finally falling there. Clear their space, so looking for the flank is going to be Leon. Embassy falls there. 4 versus 4, back at it again. Mocha on the site, and Leon will fall. They spot him out. 1 more kill, not just yet though, but we'll get spotted out by Kaki. And now Kaki will fall. It's pretty much everyone gets killed. Will fall here. Looking for 1 more. The spray from Paulo. 1 more to go. Double kill for him. And that is going to be another round in the pockets of Leilehua Gold.
Yeah, and no one able to stay and keep their guns on the side of Campbell as they all fall. And now another save round coming into play. Gonna hopefully look to convert a round here. In the meantime, Leilehua keeping their hopes alive. Timeout going to come from the side of Campbell. I feel like this is the first timeout we've seen all day long. So, finally able to call their timeout, try to figure out what is happening, maybe calm some of their nerves here. They're getting so close to being able to take this championship, but they need to close out the last two. And of course, we saw it earlier. You see that jersey on the Leilehua player of Chris. He's wearing that jersey loud and proud onto that scholarship, the 6K scholarship from HPU.
And for him, you want to finish off your high school career with a bang, getting that final trophy in your pocket before you depart to HPU, to the Sharks.
Home field advantage as well. Now you're playing at home. You know you're coming here in the next round, but I believe we're slowly getting back into the gameplay here as the timeout ticks down to 0. As we load in, maybe a couple of strat changes, maybe a little bit of a push that we're unsure of, but they need to change how they are playing into this round. Campbell so close sometimes around. But here, the one thing that I'm a little interested in, they decided to take the timeout on an econ, which is not normally what you see. You spend the econ, you try to make something happen. So either they're going to plan something, new or crazy with this econ round, or they are trying to just take it a little early, let themselves have a round to calm down, and then continue on. This wall is disgusting.
Yep. Sage players, man. Enough said.
They know their angles. They know their peaks. But here we go.
This man maths. He knows angles, definitely. And now it is a very slow push coming in from Campbell High School, like you mentioned. On the econ, they took that break, and now Mocha with one. But Zenixer will be able to get a gun finally in their pocket. Here comes Hollow. He spots that one. But JV, flick, swish. We're Harry Potter now because that was clean with a swish and the flick there. Cypher sees where everyone is. They know where the opponents are. Leilehua down in players, but up in the guns, if you will. Spraying through the box. But JV, his aim has been immaculate, though. They catch one with the Cypher. They pop both. One more through the walls. Last man standing will be the Omen, but JV gets his counterpart. And one round remains. One more round until Campbell High School. You hear their name as the grand champions.
Yeah, and only one falls on the side of Campbell there. The rest of them able to pick up, or most of them able to pick up guns and can transition into this round here. And so now, money in the bank. They have some saved and ready to go for this game. They're hoping to just take it this round, but even if they don't, they have the money there. Now, of course, Leilehua, they won the last 3 rounds, so they have that money saved in their bank as well in case this round doesn't go in their favor. So, looking to maybe find this peak. Mocha gonna start off strong on this B side, but will they be able to find anything? Shot will land onto Zenixer, and that will start off this round. Now, Campbell attacking 4v5 immediately, looking to play to a different angle. Dopecat images looking to take down this peak in mid, but won't be able to find anything with that Cypher cage. And now, the rest of this push looking to maybe transition through tree.
Hollow, though, by them loves himself. Hollow to get one. Hollow whips and misses 4 members. Now they're trying to push an Embassy, though. He gets flashed out, and they swap places. It looks like Embassy and Flute are on this main side. Let's see what can do. Our drone is ready, but there might be a double swing, and they will get double peaked instead. And now 2 members remain for this Campbell squad. They're on match point, but it's not enough. 1 member remains, of course, be JV, the man we keep on talking about. But instead, the blades will fly, and Leilehua will not fall. They will not let it end like this. They still want to fight, and they're going to give it to Campbell.
Yep, one more round in favor of Leilehua there. Able to take it, and now Campbell. Still 1 point away, 6 rounds to go for Leilehua without dropping any to be able to get into this next fight. But they need to be able to close it out, all 6 rounds, because one more round over to Campbell, and that's going to be the game.
That's all it takes. You know, what they say, 12 is all they get.
I heard that at 9. I heard that at 11. So,
12 is all they
so far, maybe not the play, but definitely what they need to be saying to themselves here, because that is all they can get if you want to keep yourselves alive in this match. And now loading on through, we see where the push is going to come through. A little bit more of a default maybe coming out. This smoke, as per usual, coming out through. Recon Bolt able to find one. Some of those shots going to go out, but not able to find anything. see the operator playing
Maybe
down
other
mid.
side.
Will they be able to see anyone else? Dope Cat Images yet again on that wall. Cypher Cage gonna go out. Will they be able to find anything? No, that shot will not land on anything. JV knows the opposite, sitting on Cat, looking towards tree. The smoke gonna come on out, maybe clear out some of that space. But JV instead
Such a wild
jumping,
ball.
seeing if maybe he can play a different angle. Mid still being watched over by Dope Cat Images, but B site is wide open. Now transition into this site.
Oh.
Mocha with the operator. Knows that
Oh.
Jay is sitting around and will end up getting the peak there. JB will fall early on. And now it's a 4v5 on this retake for the side of Campbell. But they need to be able to play this clean. Cypher playing in the backside. And you hear the Hunter's Fury coming on out. Will he be able to find anything? He'll find one.
Kaki, though.
Down the main. And Kaki is looking to play it. Kaki's looking to play it with
Kaki!
the smoke and playing it out. Able to find two. But instead Asian Flute able to take it out and trade. KO on so little health. It's a 2v2 on the retake. Bomb is already planted. You know where they are. You at least know where one is. They need to play this out.
Look at
But
health bar,
they
though.
will find the Mocha. Mocha, will they be traded? No. They know where one is.
One versus
Elixir,
one.
It's 1 versus 1.
There's no
11
health at all.
versus 20 health. What are they going to do? Elixir with the recon bolt, and Mocha will close it out and clutch out this round. Able to take them on to yet another chance.
And oh my god, it was so close. A minute 1.6 seconds, sorry. But a minute is a long time, never mind with that one. But that was so close though. It's a breath holder right there. So many crucial moments, so little health bars. You can mention sub 20 for each player. And we're still going. The economy though, not in the best spot now it's half the team it's pretty good. Other half not so much for Campbell.
It is to keep in mind though, Leon has those knives ready to go, so they don't need a
True.
gun in hand to make something happen.
Well, not just knives. There's a lot of things for Campbell right now.
Get out of my way.
Yeah, ultimate's ready to go. You see the hold on Hollow here as the blind comes on
my
out.
God.
They hear everything. They hear the knives. They know where this KO is. They are able to see the Cypher, able to play into Bowdowns and hold this out. But will they be able to find any more kills? No. Kaiser will find the trade back onto Hollow. And now this is a 4v4. Knives will land onto Dope Cat Images, giving them the advantage. Campbell looking to clean this out. Spike is down. And now they're playing for this retake. Leilehua have 3 on their side. Omen TP ready to be used. But that is the only ultimate there. Embassy playing on this backside. You get the spot, you get the peak, but JV now TP'd. You know where he is. And will you be able to find the kill?
Operator,
you will.
though.
Operator from Mocha able to find and land that shot. Give them a 3v3. The Hunter's Fury
Fury.
going to get called out here. And now looking to find it. Leon with one more. This pistol is the only thing left. But Kaiser able to take out one. Mocha being the last one remaining. Mocha being the last one remaining. Able to take out 2. The op in hand. Not able to find anything. Zenixer able to close out the round. Campbell, the Sabres, able to close the game and take the 2-0 sweep in the finals.
2-0 Campbell High School. You saw them on screen. They're loud, they're proud, they're happy. And of course, they will be your Hawaii Esports League Spring 2024 champions for Valorant.
Yep, the Sabres roaring their way to victory. And roaring their way to victory. And now we get to crown them as the champions. So
I think we showed the wrong team at the end there, I think.
it's okay. But so we, with that, will head to a very short break. And when we return, we will come back with the champions and the award ceremony. So we will crown that in just a little bit. We'll be right back. And now, presenting the Valorant trophies in second place, Leilehua Gold. My tongue just dropped, bro. I won't lie. All right, and last but not least, let's give it up for your Valorant champions, Campbell High School. And also, in addition to that trophy, they will each receive a $100 PC Gamers gift card presented by our proud sponsors and partners in PC Gamers.
one more. I would have tuned a little too.
All right, and that wraps up our award ceremony. So thank you very much to everyone that is here, everyone that has joined us throughout today. That was our high school esports championship spring 24 finals. And so join us again in the fall for more competition, hopefully more schools and more action coming at. So with that, thank you very much, and we'll see you guys next semester.